Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to say a bit before we get into moon energies that I've been missing interviewing people some because I enjoyed meeting them and learning about what they did. And I'm going to go back to doing interviewing people maybe about once a month. It, it got more time consuming trying to line up people and find people and communicate with them. Everybody's busy and it just took a lot more time. And so that was one of the reasons why I stopped for the interviewing. But I'm going to go back to maybe once, maybe twice a month, depending on how it goes, and be more selective. I'm going to probably lean more toward energy healing and also related things, spiritual things, or I have one lined up for next week that will be about crystals. The woman was a geologist. That's how she made her living, and so she should know a lot of about crystals. And I'm very interested to hear about that because that's what she's working with now. And another person will be talking about dreams. And so I hope to pick some interesting topics that I'm interested in and that I will enjoy talking to the people and that you would enjoy and learn from also. So that's one thing. Then tomorrow evening, because this is the Tuesday morning tuning, so my Wednesday evening tuning, this week I'm starting another new series, which I'll do about once a month. And just like once a month on the full moon, we're tuning the energy grid that connects everything associated with the old world buildings and their energy grid. With on this once a month, which will start tomorrow night, which I'm calling ancestral clearing because we'll be doing ancestral clearing during it, we're going to choose a building or a space like a cemetery or a park, and it needs to be a public building. That's what I'm asking for. And I'm asking for your input so that if you have a building or a space that you would like to see cleared of negative energies, as well as checking for ancestors that might be ready to move on there, then you can give me those ideas, and each month, and I'll pick one of those spaces and we'll do clearing from there. So we'll be clearing negative energies and ancestral clearing. I'll be doing an angelic clearing of those, not my tuning forks. Although who knows, I might add tuning forks at some point. Just like for this one today, what I do with tuning forks, maybe I'll add the angelic healing once in a while too. So we'll see how everything works out. I'm a project in process, and so are you, right? So we'll grow together. And so tomorrow night, I thought I would start in honor of a friend of mine who loves the ocean. I'm going to tune the beaches and swimming areas along the east coast of the mainland United States. And I'll probably just go down to cover like maybe 2 states with it, or 3. We'll see. I won't do the whole coastline to start with. And anyway, so that's what we'll clear this time, clear of negative energies. And I'm excited. We can do the old world buildings that are vacant or other buildings that are vacant as well. But it can also be public places that are used now. But I want public so that more of the energy can clear when we're dealing with a building or a land area that has private ownership and things. It's best to get the owner's permission and approval for things. So we'll see how it goes. And I guess I'm ready to start here today on the moon energies. So again, thank you for joining me, and thank you for hanging in with me as I figure out what it is I want to do and where I'm headed in the podcast. for now after the big changes I made the 1st of August. And I wanted to talk just a bit too. I just remembered why I'm doing the moon energies, because maybe some of you don't know. And I'm doing the moon energies because all the energies in the universe are here for our highest spiritual good. All the astrological energies of the great sky clock, the sun, moon, stars, and wandering stars or planets, they all bring their energies, they interact together, and then they interact with our own energies, and it creates situations and makes certain feelings, emotions, or thought patterns arise in us that are ready to clear. So it's not like they're working against us, although many times it feels like it is, but it's there because those energies in us are wanting to clear, and it brings us those opportunities to have to confront or face those things in us and release them. And that's for our highest good. And I love the universe, and the last few years I've been learning about how the universe works, how it feels that it works to me, and tapping into these astrological energies. And I just was prompted by Spirit to share that with you, to try to perhaps arouse in you or arise in you an awareness and a desire to know more of those energies, and to have those help integrating those into our lives each week as the energies change each week. And so that's what we're here to do. And so today's is the new moon in Libra. It's actually this morning. I believe where I live, it happened just a few minutes ago. And it opens a gentle portal for harmony, renewal, and graceful beginnings. This moon is a moon of balance, and it helps to restore inner peace and helps us realign with what feels fair and beautiful in our lives. And so as Libra seeks equilibrium or harmony or balance, then us too are guided to create that harmony, honoring our needs and the needs of others in our lives. And so this new moon marks the end of the eclipse season for this fall. And this air sign of Libra is ruled by Venus, which is more female energies, and is again about aesthetics and equilibrium and inner poise. And don't we all want inner poise and this kindness and harmony within ourselves, so that we can live our best lives and help everyone else live their best lives? And so this friction that we often can feel, which I've been feeling greatly during the last maybe 4 or 5 days, is due to a change where Jupiter is in Cancer and Pluto is in Aquarius, and this forms like a T of the 12 constellations, or 13 if you do the sidereal. That is, of course, they're all slightly different sizes, but it's called a square when it more or less forms a 90-degree angle. So about a quarter of a way through the constellations, you would have this T energy or 90-degree energy. And it brings up a lot more intensity, urging transformation inside, these breakthroughs and clearings and releasings that I was talking about. It also works this week with opposite energies, which is in Chiron, which is in Aries. And it highlights healing the old relationship wounds through self-acceptance and speaking our truth and listening to others speak theirs. And I have 4 different helpful actions. Excuse me, I got to sneeze. It's windy and blustery today. It's beautiful. Oh, excuse me again. I was just out walking our dogs and must have had some allergies. They're blowing in the wind. It's quite strong wind out. So there's 4 helpful actions to help you align with the energies this week and make the most of bringing harmony into the different relationships in your life. And it could be in tuning, will tune. We often think of relationship with money, and Venus is also a big part of money because she's a big part of the love energy also. And money is very similar to the energy of love because it's how the universe often shows us its love and how we can show other people our love through the use of money. But it's also time, our relationship with time. If we're not helping others or sharing gifts to others through money, it's often through our time. And so much of, like, I get bogged down often thinking that I have a big problem with money, and I used to. I've grown a lot in money. Most of my thing that I'm working on now is my relationship with time, because I'm not at different parts of my areas of my life. I'm not at where I think I should be now at my age in life, or where I want to be in life. And then, is it coming? Is there enough time to get there? And so all these things involve our relationship with time, as well as our relationship with ourselves, which is very important, and our inner relationship with others. So one of these actions you can take to help this week, beside doing the tuning, is set intentions with a balance ritual. So you can light a white or a pink candle in a very quiet, calm place, and then journal. You might have the heading on your journal of, where can I invite more balance or reciprocity into my partnerships or relationships? Or how can I honor my needs without disrupting harmony in other relationships? And then start journaling under those intentions. And then when you get done, fold them up maybe into a quarter and place them under the candle to help add that energy to your intentions. And so this is to help deal with chirons, the opposition of chiron. Then the thing you can do that can help with the intense energy from Pluto is to practice self-beautification for inner harmony, which is about dedicating a time to a Venus-inspired self-care. Venus is about love, so self-care is love. A ritual such as taking a nice hot salt bath, maybe rose petal infused or lavender infused. Perhaps it would be wearing jewelry that evokes joy within you, or a great thing would be creating art, sketching or painting, or just doing something freehand to let out what is in you that wants to release. And then as you do this releasing or these rituals, then you can say an affirmation such as, I cultivate beauty within to reflect it outward. Or this energy, what I'm doing today is countering Pluto's intensity by grounding in Libra's love for self-compassion. And then a third one, which also helps deal with Jupiter energies, is in helping with diplomatic dialogue or meditation. So reach out to an important partner, whether it's your romantic partner or a business partner or a friend, a partner in friendship, and have some great, honest conversation about expressing feelings, being sure there's no hard feelings between you. If there's ways that you can help each other, or talking about new ideas where you're expressing more of your thoughts about it and asking and truly receiving their thoughts about it. If you don't want to do it with another person, try doing it in a mirror, talking with yourself about those inner transformations. And then the fourth suggestion you might want to make is it's called a moon bathing to release imbalances. So under the dark sky tonight, when the sky goes dark, then sit outdoors, or if it's cold, then close to a window indoors, and breathe deeply to connect with Libra's air element. Hold two objects that symbolize polarities, like perhaps a feather for lightness or a stone for grounding. And then release. The other thing that comes to mind is maybe a relative or a friend that you perhaps feel there's an imbalance of harmony with, or some difficulties arising, and choose something of theirs that you have to hold, and then something of yours. So again, it's that polarity. And then hold those two things, and then release what disrupts your inner peace by burying or burning a list that you've made of your old patterns that are no longer serving you and that you don't want to have. And then end with gratitude for the harmony that arises after releasing these outdated or unhelpful patterns. So this helps integrate the new moon energies. So those are just some of my suggestions. The suggestions came from Grok, the AI platform on X, but all my information also comes as well as other readings that I have, or Grok that I ask and read, but also from moonreading.com. And I just wanted to share those with you. So the energies today then are about harmony in relationships. So again, through the tuning, we'll work on relationships with ourselves, relationship with others, our relationship with time, and our relationship with money. So I'm just going to tune in here. As you start your deep breathing, I will too, because I've been reading quickly and I want to get out of any fight or flight chronic pattern I might be in. So I take a deep breath, inhaling through my nose. Hold it. Then exhale. And hold the in-between, and I'll take one more breath. And we're going to start with the 432, which is about healing and harmony. Ya is the heart energy, the sound for heart energy. ya, 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 ya. Yeah, 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 Just shaking up the energy, letting it clear. We're clearing for time now, it feels like. Our relationship with time. as we're doing our session and you feel yourself coughing or yawning or hiccuping or burping. It's all just energy trying to clear from your body. Now we're going to clear for money. I'm using weighted forks. Just feeling things shift in the back of my heart. So again, heart or money, love related. It could be self-love, because we're going to be tuning for that here too, real quick. And then harmony with others. Now it's shifting into self-love. So hold love for yourself. Hold space for yourself. Perhaps pick a time in your life where you really didn't like yourself, or where you have constant regrets about something you did or said. Hold that part of you that was alive then, was living your life then. And now, relationship with others. We'll go back to this fork. The 432, bringing balance and harmony. we'll direct this toward our relationship with others. And again, pick that other person in your life that perhaps things don't feel quite as in harmony as you'd like them to be. And hold this intention for clearing that relationship. Letting the tone die. And we'll end with the 528 here. Harmonizing, releasing DNA, our ancestral DNA, our relationship with our ancestors. And in freeing us, it frees them. And releasing those in us, it helps all our relationships of every kind. All right, that concludes our tuning today for the moon energies this week of the new moon in Libra for harmony and relationships. I love you. Catch you next week. Bye-bye.